People with high IQ are usually seen as the brightest, most successful, happiest people in the room. But the reality is very different. Research shows that the majority of highly intelligent people feel inadequate, feel lonely, and never realize that these traits are actually a strength. In this video, we're going to talk about 10 common traits of high IQ people, and you'll see most of them sound exactly like you. Intelligence doesn't always look like success. Sometimes it looks like silence, overthinking, feeling different, struggling to fit in, being in a room full of people laughing and thinking, but that doesn't even make sense. Being the quietest person in the conversation, but having 100 things running through your head. That's why even highly intelligent people can believe they're average or even not enough. But there are signs, quiet but very powerful signs. Here they are. Sign number 1. You talk to yourself. You don't just think, you narrate. You replay conversations. You rehearse what you're going to say. Sometimes you argue with yourself. You mumble in the shower. Your lips might move when you're walking. You mentally rehearse tomorrow's conversation today. This might seem strange, but what you're actually doing is organizing complex thoughts. Your mind isn't messy. It's just working at a deeper level. Sign number 2, you overthink everything. A simple decision turns into 20 different possibilities. Your friend sent you a short "okay" text. Most people read it and move on. But you, why so short? Are they upset with me? Or were they just busy? You analyze the tone, question the timing, look for the meaning underneath. Exhausting, but at the same time, you notice what others simply miss. Sign number 3, you get bored easily. Repetitive things drain you. Simple routines feel pointless. In class or in a meeting, your mind wanders. But when something interesting comes up, you're suddenly fully focused. This isn't laziness. Your brain needs more stimulation. It's not that you can't focus, your mind just isn't being fed enough. Sign number 4, you doubt yourself. You question yourself. You're never sure about your decisions. Sometimes, you feel like you're just not enough. But here's the strange part. The more you know, the more aware you become of what you don't know. Someone who knows little says, "I know everything." Someone who knows a lot says, "How little I actually know." And that awareness is intelligence itself. Sign number 5, you think more at night. When everything goes quiet, your mind gets louder. You reach for your phone before bed just to quiet your thoughts. But 10 minutes later, you're staring at the ceiling, analyzing a conversation from 3 years ago. Ideas come, thoughts connect, memories surface. It's like your brain is finally able to breathe. That's why nights feel different to you. Sign number 6, you notice everything. Small sounds bother you. Details don't escape you. When someone's talking to you, you don't just listen to what they say, you notice how they say it. Their voice was slightly off. Their eyes looked away. Something's there. They're just not saying it. And you're usually right. Things other people dismiss catch your attention. This isn't sensitivity. This is awareness. Your brain is constantly collecting data. Sign number 7, you tend to procrastinate. You put things off, but at the last minute, you produce something better than expected. You postpone that assignment for weeks. You sit down the night before, and something surprisingly good comes out. Why? Because your brain was processing it in the background the whole time. You just didn't notice. This isn't a lack of discipline. Your brain resists pointless effort. When it truly matters, it runs at full capacity. Sign number 8, you remember strange details. You forget where you put your keys, but you remember a sentence someone said years ago, word for word. A line from a movie you saw 5 years ago is still in your head, but you can't remember what you ate last week because your brain doesn't just record, it connects. It discards what it finds irrelevant and keeps what carries meaning forever. Sign number 9. You feel things deeply. You don't just think deeply, you feel deeply. A piece of music can make you cry for no clear reason. A sentence in a book can stay with you for hours, or something someone said years ago is still somewhere in your mind. This isn't fragility, it's your brain assigning meaning to everything it encounters. Highly intelligent people don't just think deeply, they feel deeply too. Sign number 10. You never stop. Even when you're resting, your mind doesn't stop. Even on vacation, you catch yourself wondering, how does that actually work? Were you the one at the beach thinking, why is the ocean salty? You question, you observe, you look for meaning. You want to understand everything, and that curiosity is the strongest sign of all, because there's a mind inside you that keeps searching, and it never shuts off. If you've ever felt too quiet, too sensitive, too in your head, maybe the problem isn't you. Maybe you just see the world differently. And sometimes, intelligence doesn't look like confidence, it looks like depth, like silence, like asking questions, like never stopping the search. If this video felt familiar, you're not alone. And maybe you were never not enough. You were just different. Drop a comment below. Which sign sounded most like you? I read every single one. See you in the next one.